everyone. Welcome to Game Changers. I'm your host, Anna Berry. Today, we're talking to Hempacco. It's leading the revolution to disrupt the tobacco industry with its innovative CBD and hemp products and cutting-edge technology. Today, we're talking with the CMO and co-founder, Jorge Olson. Additionally, we're joined by Brad Wyatt, the CEO of Illumination Brands, to discuss their exciting recent merger. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
All right, let's start with you, Brad. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience in the beverage industry.
My experience in the beverage industry started with New Age Beverage when we acquired their direct store distribution operation out of Denver, Colorado. We did that in December of 2022, and the team there has management experience over 150 years of incubating new brands, bringing brands into the market, expanding market penetration, and growing them to a national, typically buyout or a national account. My background personally is more geared towards large retail distribution like Target, Sears, Roebuck, and such. But I think the two meld very well together because the beverages and moving liquid and growing brands is a lot like the retail sector that I've experienced myself personally.
Sure, I could see that. Now, Jorge, talk a little bit about this exciting news about the merger. What does that mean for your two companies and the beverage industry in general?
Sure. There's a lack in the beverage industry of a true incubator that can take beverage brands from inception or anywhere in their development process, from research and development to manufacturing, to sales and distribution into convenience stores, supermarkets, mass retail. There's no one company that does all of it. Now there is. With this merger, we're going to have one company. It's going to be called, instead of Hempacco, Illumination Brands. We're going to merge both companies to create this incubator. On one side, you have Illumination Brands' existing direct store delivery distribution in Denver, servicing 5,000 stores in the greater Colorado area with their own trucks and sub-distributors, and carrying some phenomenal brands that we'll talk about. On the other hand, you have Hempacco, which has existing research and development, celebrity brands. We have our own brands, and we have a beverage line that we installed for beverages and shots. All of this manufacturing, research and development, intellectual property to develop beverages are going to merge so that we create an incubator. And now we have everything from let's look for brands, or let's take brands that are already in existing, including non-alcoholic and alcoholic brands, and then take them all the way to national distribution, because Hempacco also offers a national distribution network to 100,000 stores around the country. That's how the new merger will operate. By coincidence or full circle, I started in the beverage industry. I wrote the book, Build Your Beverage Empire, 15 years ago. The third edition of the book just published a month ago before we merged. So this was a coincidence that I started thinking back to beverages, and we need to get into beverages. Delta 9 is a big deal right now with beverages. Mushroom is a big deal right now with beverages. So the hamster started working about how, why, who, and then we met Illumination Brands, and they were looking for what we have. We were looking for what they have, and I think this merger is going to be incredible.
Well, Jorge, congratulations on that third edition of this book. I can't imagine what it's like to be in the beverage industry at this time. It's so popular and profitable. So talk a little bit about that. What will the company look like working together?
For starters, we're going to go in with Illumination Brands adding $29 million to the Hempacco operation. So sales of Hempacco plus the $29 million that they bring. And that's current revenue without ramping up the brands that they have into national distribution. Once we ramp up the brands into national distribution, now it's going to look like something completely different. But for now, the way it's going to look, we're going to change the name. We're going to call it Illumination Brands. We might change the ticker as well. So now we're pivoting completely, and Hempacco is not a CBD hemp smokable company anymore. That's just going to be one division that offers the smokables. And then the bigger division is going to be the beverage division, where we're going to focus on the brands that we have and then a portfolio of brands that we're adding at the moment.
That's quite a big change. Brad, talk a little bit about the brands that you have, that you own, specifically the celebrity endorsed brands. I know that Snoop Dogg's a big part of this future.
That's the exciting part about this merger. The brands are owned on both sides. The Snoop Dogg brand, of course, is a relationship that was put together by Hempacco. And the brands that we're bringing to the table are very exciting. For example, Zing Tea disappeared back in 2016. It actually sold for $20 million and then was shelved. We're bringing it back. We have a website, a landing page where Zing Tea consumers of the past, always in blog centers and everything else, looking for it, trying to figure out where it's at. I actually have my email set up to where if you click on the Zing Tea, contact us, and that's zingtea.com, the email will come to us. We actually see it. My marketing and chief strategy officer sees those emails, as well as myself. And everyone is looking for it, from stores to individual consumers. Zing Tea at one time was doing 165,000 cases nationwide every 2 weeks. A very large operation. We've already got the flavor houses, the URLs set up, the artwork and designs have all been refreshed. We're coming out with the 6 top flavors of the previous years. And then we'll start adding to that some functional lines that I'm really excited about getting going. That's a green tea with all natural additives like honey and pure cane sugar. So we're excited about that. The Go Fast Sports and Beverages, we acquired them this past year, and it's been a small operation, predominantly in the Colorado area. They have a sliver of operation in the Caribbean, which I need to go and see as soon as possible. And then also over in the Netherlands, they have a distribution network. When we acquired Go Fast, the excitement around it, how to expand the line, how to create a line that is hitting more than just the race car demographic. It's a really good product. It's been around since 1999, but it really has been shelved. It sold back in 2015 for $10 million to a prince out of the UAE. And then somehow, some way, it got back into the hands of the owner, and we acquired it just this last year. So we're excited about expanding its footprint. We also have Aspen Pure, which is a water that we're going to give it a little bit of a facelift as far as the marketing side of the house, but it's not been expanded outside of Colorado, and I think it has a really good opportunity to get to the national level. All of these things are going to be running out of the Denver, Colorado market. We also, in the DSD, handle snacks along with our beverages, which makes a lot of sense. And with the demographics changing in Colorado, we want to cater to the Hispanic and Latino market. So we've got a lot of new products that are up and coming. One of them is Solritos. Solritos is going to be authentic Mexican snacks and flavors that are created in Monterey, and with one of our partners that we've created a network with, and we'll be packaging them in Denver and selling them in the Denver market probably third or fourth quarter. So a lot of fun stuff going on at the DSD and Illumination brands. And like Jorge was saying, we can either take a brand that is just an idea, or a brand that may be in a region outside of the Colorado market that's ready to expand and penetrate the market. We did a lot of work with some of the larger known brands that hit the market, like Monster and Rockstar and Smartwater, Zen. So all of these name brands have come through in one form or fashion and expanded, proved concept inside of our distribution network, and then grew up and went to the national level.
Well, that is a lot of progress. Now, I have to ask, Brad, it seems like everyone is walking around drinking their alcohol out of a can. It's pretty popular right now. So can you sell alcoholic beverages?
Absolutely. We have our liquor license as well as our tobacco license in the state of Colorado. If we need to expand out, we can secure that licensing as well. But right now, yes is the answer.
Great. Now, Jorge, talk a little bit about the future. What are some milestones we can expect from you and this merger?
Sure. For starters, is revenue. We're adding the revenue that they're bringing to the company. Then what's going to happen is we're going to take the entire portfolio that Hempacco has currently, and we're going to put it in distribution in Colorado through direct store delivery. What that means is that we're touching every single store. We're not shipping to the store. We're not shipping pallets. We have our own employees going to every single store, merchandising the store, placing the product, training the clerks on how to sell, for example, Snoop Dogg products and whatever else is in our portfolio, a hemp bar and many other products. We're also developing products like D9 in our new line, D9 shots, D9 beverages. And that's coming the next quarter that you're going to see those products already in Illumination's trucks going and selling to the convenience stores, even to mass. The other thing that you will see is a funnel of people coming through. Before Hempacco, I had maybe 30 calls per week of people that needed help with their beverage. Of course, after Hempacco, we started ignoring those people. However, we accepted them in a database where we once in a while do a webinar or something like that. Well, we have 15,000 right now. and that's one email list. Then I have another group with 50,000. And then I have another group with 12,000. So quite a bit of prospects that we have. They all want to be part of us. They all want to do something with us. With this incubator, we're going to accept all of them, but we're going to charge because there's no way we can take one at a time. So they're going to come in mass, and we're going to do an educational program that's already done with videos and mentoring. So depending where they are, they will plug into this incubator, either with courses or with mentorship, or if they're ready, because they're a big company, they'll go straight to the trucks. But most companies, even large companies, are not ready because they have to give us a plan, a distribution plan with merchandising, support, sampling events, etc. Sounds easy, but most companies are lacking. So in our incubation, we're going to teach them the whole process, even how to get funding. And then we will start putting them in our trucks as they graduate from the incubation. Now, we will also make their products. So we will develop their products, manufacture their products, and sell their products as well. If they do well in the Denver area, then we will reach out to national distribution, to our other network of over 200 distributors, beverage distributors around the country. So that's coming, and it's very exciting because we get to work with entrepreneurs again, which we love. We get to mentor entrepreneurs again, which we absolutely adore. And the energy that comes from that and all of the brands and ideas that come here, it's going to be spectacular. Now, the best part of all of this for shareholders is that we're not only going to charge them to incubate them and manufacture, Hempacco or the new merger Illumination brands will have skin in the game. So in order to participate in this model, the entrepreneur will give Illumination Brands equity in their company. So now Illumination Brands Incubator might have equity in 5, 10, 20, 40 different companies. So that's coming. And then, of course, you might notice that I have an accent. I was born and raised in Mexico. And one of the things that's happening in a lot of these territories is that they're switching their portfolio of snacks and beverages is switching to a Hispanic look, especially in major metropolitan areas like Denver. Same happens in San Diego, where I am. LA, of course, it's 50%, but then also places that you wouldn't notice, like Chicago, for example, or New York. that the slotting in the stores is changing. We have relationships with snack companies in Mexico. We have relationships with manufacturers. We have relationships with tequila companies, with mezcal companies, etc., that we can start incubating and plug them immediately to the incubator. So from all sides, we're all very excited. Sandro's very excited. And I think it's going to be an incredible merger. And from this merger, we will serve not only the investors, but also the consumers and the entrepreneurs.
Well, it sounds like a very exciting year ahead with Hempacco and Illumination brands merging. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Game Changers. You certainly are changing the game in the beverage industry. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
All right. Thank you all for watching.